Welcome to Timeless Travel Diaries. India is not just a country, it's a living epic written over 5,000 years. It's the birthplace of major religions, home to more than 1.4 billion people, and a mosaic of languages, rituals, and landscapes. From the frozen peaks of Ladakh to the palm-lined backwaters of Kerala, India is a continent within a country. Every region feels like a new world. In this video, we'll journey through 10 breathtaking destinations that reveal India's history, spirituality, and raw beauty. We'll step into ancient capitals, float on sacred rivers, and stand before architectural wonders that have inspired poets for centuries. These aren't just attractions, they're living stories. Number 10. Meenakshi Amman Temple, Tamil Nadu. In the ancient city of Madurai rises the Meenakshi Amman Temple, a dazzling jewel of Dravidian architecture. Its towering gopurams, 14 in total, are covered in thousands of colorful sculptures of gods, demons, and mythical creatures, painted in hues so vivid they seem to dance under the sun. Inside, pillared halls stretch into shadow, echoing with devotional songs and the footsteps of pilgrims. The temple is not just a monument but a living center of worship, where daily rituals, festivals, and processions animate the complex as they have for centuries. Legend says Madurai is as old as history itself, and walking through the temple feels like entering a sacred epic. Every corner reveals another story: a carving of Shiva's cosmic dance, a ceiling painted with astrological charts, a sacred tank where devotees pause to reflect. The Meenakshi Amman Temple is more than architecture. It's a kaleidoscope of faith and artistry unmatched in the world. Number 9. Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Far out in the Bay of Bengal lie the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, a tropical archipelago that feels worlds away from mainland India. Known once for the grim cellular jail in Port Blair, where freedom fighters were imprisoned during British rule, the islands today are a sanctuary of turquoise seas and unspoiled beaches. At Havelock Island, Radhanagar Beach stretches with powder-soft sand and sunsets that seem to set the ocean alight. Beneath the surface, coral reefs teem with clownfish, rays, and vibrant marine life, making it one of India's best diving destinations. Dense rainforests shelter rare birds and the indigenous tribes that have called these islands home for millennia. Traveling here is like stepping into India's wild, untouched side. No blaring horns, just the sound of waves and tropical breezes. The Andamans are not just a getaway, they're a reminder of resilience, transformation, and the quiet power of nature. Number 8. Khajuraho Temples, Madhya Pradesh. In central India's Khajuraho, stone becomes storytelling. Built between the 9th and 11th centuries by the Chandela dynasty, these UNESCO-listed temples are renowned for their astonishing sculptures. Gods, celestial beings, warriors, dancers, and couples captured in intricate detail. Contrary to modern assumptions, the carvings aren't just about sensuality. They represent a holistic view of life, weaving together the sacred and the earthly. The western group of temples, including the Kandariya Mahadeva Temple, rises like a mountain of carved sandstone, each tier more elaborate than the last. As sunrise hits the spires, shadows reveal figures you might have missed. A musician here, a flying apsara there. Unlike silent ruins, Khajuraho's temples are still places of worship. Priests perform rituals as they have for centuries. Walking among them feels like moving through a 1,000-year-old illustrated manuscript that celebrates art, devotion, and the full spectrum of human experience. Number 7. Rishikesh and Haridwar, Uttarakhand. Where the Ganges spills out of the Himalayas lie two sister cities, Rishikesh and Haridwar. Together they form the spiritual heart of northern India. In Haridwar, the riverfront ghats fill with pilgrims who have come for cleansing dips and evening rituals. Lamps float on the current, bells ring, and chants echo against the hills. Upstream, Rishikesh blends devotion with adventure. Known as the yoga capital of the world, it draws seekers from across the globe to ashrams and meditation retreats. Cross the swaying Laxmanjula Bridge to reach quiet riverbanks where sages once meditated. But Rishikesh is also for thrill seekers. Whitewater rafting, cliff jumping, and trekking into forested foothills. Together, these cities show two faces of India's spirituality: reverence and renewal, prayer and play. Spend a few days here and you'll leave lighter, whether from adrenaline or from peace. Number 6. Hampi, Karnataka. Step into Hampi and you step into the remains of an empire that once dazzled the world. In the 14th to 16th centuries, this was the capital of the Vijayanagara kingdom, one of India's richest and most powerful. Today, its boulder-strewn hills guard hundreds of temples, palaces, and market streets frozen in time. The iconic stone chariot at the Vitala Temple complex, with its musical pillars, stands as a symbol of the city's artistry. At sunrise, climb Matanga Hill for a panorama of the Tungabhadra River, snaking through a surreal landscape dotted with shrines. Wander the courtyards where traders once sold pearls and horses, and imagine elephants marching through the ancient gates. Unlike many ruins, Hampi feels alive. Villagers farm among the monuments, and pilgrims still worship at active temples. It's a rare blend of history and everyday life, where the grandeur of the past and the simplicity of the present exist side by side under an open sky. Number 5. Ladakh, Jammu and Kashmir. High in the Indian Himalayas, Ladakh feels like another planet. Vast valleys stretch beneath snow-capped peaks, turquoise lakes mirror the sky, and colorful prayer flags flutter from mountain passes. The region, whose name means Land of High Passes, sits at over 3,000 meters and has been a crossroads of cultures for centuries. Tibetan, Indian, and Central Asian influences blend here in monasteries and markets. Visit Pangong Tso, the lake that shifts from sapphire to emerald as the light changes, or drive over Kardong La, once considered the world's highest motorable road. Monasteries like Thixi and Hemis perch on cliffs, echoing with chants and the spin of prayer wheels. Yet amid the stark landscape, Ladakh's villages are warm with hospitality. Barley fields, whitewashed homes, and smiling faces. This is a place where adventure and introspection meet, trekking across high plateaus by day, gazing at an explosion of stars by night. Ladakh isn't just scenery, it's a feeling of raw, sacred vastness. Number 4. Kerala Backwaters, Kerala. In Kerala's backwaters, time slows to the pace of a drifting houseboat. This labyrinth of canals, lagoons, and lakes stretches for hundreds of kilometers parallel to the Arabian Sea, creating a world of shimmering water and lush palms. Board a traditional Kedavallam houseboat in Alleppey and glide past emerald rice fields, coconut groves, and tiny villages where fishermen mend their nets and children wave from the banks. The gentle creak of bamboo poles and the call of kingfishers replace city noise. At night, the sky becomes a blanket of stars reflected in the still water, and the air smells of wet earth and spices. These waterways have been Kerala's lifeline for centuries, carrying goods, ideas, and culture. Today, they offer travelers a chance to unplug, drift, and witness rural life untouched by modern rush. Floating through the backwaters is not just a journey between places, it's a journey into serenity itself. Number 3. Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh. Varanasi, on the banks of the sacred Ganges, is often described as India's spiritual capital, and for good reason. This is one of the world's oldest continuously inhabited cities, where temples rise above labyrinthine alleys and rituals unfold at sunrise as they have for millennia. Walking along the Ghats, you'll see pilgrims bathing, priests chanting, and boatmen rowing against the golden light. At the famous Dashashwamedh Ghat, The evening Ganga Aarti fills the air with flames, bells, and incense, creating a scene that feels timeless. Beyond the riverfront, narrow lanes lead to shrines dedicated to Shiva, tiny workshops crafting silk, and hidden courtyards where music and philosophy still thrive. Varanasi is where life and death, chaos and peace coexist, offering a glimpse into India's soul that no museum could replicate. Being here is less about sightseeing and more about absorbing, sitting quietly on the steps, drifting on a boat, or simply watching the city breathe with a rhythm older than history. Number 2. Jaipur, Rajasthan. Jaipur, Rajasthan's capital, greets you with a warm, rose-tinted glow. When you first arrive, the city feels like a grand stage set where history still plays out. The Old Quarter's uniform pink color was introduced in 1876 to welcome the Prince of Wales, and it has remained ever since, giving Jaipur its nickname, the Pink City. At its heart stands the city palace, a sprawling complex of courtyards, museums, and ornate gates still occupied by the royal family. Nearby, the Taj Mahal, or Palace of Winds, rises like a honeycomb of windows. Built so royal, women could watch the bustling streets unseen. A short drive takes you to Amber Fort, perched on a rugged hill with sweeping views of Mayota Lake. Its halls combine Mughal opulence with Rajput might, mirror mosaics, grand courtyards, and secret passageways. Everywhere you turn, bazaars buzz with artisans selling block-printed textiles, jewelry, and handicrafts that echo centuries of tradition. Jaipur isn't just a city, it's Rajasthan's storybook brought to life. Number 1. Taj Mahal, Agra. Few experiences match watching the Taj Mahal as dawn breaks over the Yamuna River. Commissioned in the 17th century by Emperor Shah Jahan as an eternal tribute to his wife Mumtaz Mahal, this white marble mausoleum is not only India's most iconic landmark, but also one of the world's greatest architectural achievements. Its massive dome and 4 slender minarets frame a complex of symmetrical gardens, reflecting pools, and intricate calligraphy inlaid with semi-precious stones. Walking through the arched gateway feels like entering a dream of perfect proportion and serenity. The closer you get, the more details reveal themselves. Delicate floral motifs, verses from the Quran, and marble so polished it glows under the morning light. The Taj Mahal is far more than a postcard image. It's a testament to love, craftsmanship, and vision on a scale rarely seen. Standing here, you sense the pulse of a bygone empire and the intimacy of a single human story carved into stone. These 10 destinations barely scratch the surface of India's wonders. Each region is a different melody in the country's symphony of cultures and landscapes. Which of these calls to you the most? Leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to Timeless Travel Diaries for more journeys across the world's most captivating places.